This is one thing that helped me grow my Pinterest management business exponentially over the past 4.5 years. I'm Emily Vales. I'm a Pinterest marketing and ad strategist, and for the past 4.5 years, I've been helping my clients and my students increase their traffic and turn it into profit through the power of Pinterest marketing. So let's go back to the beginning. Now, I do have an entire episode all about my journey from teacher to becoming a Pinterest manager and what that journey looked like, because it definitely wasn't a clean cut, like I was a teacher, then I became a Pinterest manager. Obviously, there's a lot of things that transpired in between. So if you want to learn more about some of those details, then I would love for you to check out that other episode. But long story short, I used to be a kindergarten teacher, and from there I pivoted ultimately to freelancing and then started specializing in Pinterest management. And that was really a game changer for me because I really fell in love with the service, and that's because I loved the platform. So that really helped me feel in alignment because I knew I already enjoyed the platform, and it really allowed me to also show up in a way that felt comfortable for me. If you check out my TikTok or my Instagram, which are linked in this episode, you'll find that I am very active on social media, but I was not comfortable showing up in that way when I first started my business. And the thing that was really great for me as a Pinterest manager was it felt like very introverted work, and that was really more comfortable for me in the beginning. Of course, I've continued to grow and expand and also kind of come out of my shell in some ways over the years, but in the beginning, it really allowed me to, I don't want to say stay in my comfort zone, but really feel an alignment, because at the time, it would have felt very misaligned for me to be all over social media and creating video content. And, that would have just felt off for me. And it might have made me feel like, okay, maybe this isn't for me. Obviously, we change and evolve, like I shared, but there is one thing that was really pivotal for me in the beginning that I wish I would have maybe doubled down on sooner. And, I think it's really important to really view decisions that we make in life not as a right or a wrong decision. And I really don't want to go back in time because I have faith and I really do think that all things work together for a good. But at the same time, the decisions we make obviously have implications. And the decisions we make either get us closer or further away from ultimately where we want to go. And when I've done my Pinterest manager trainings, that's what I share with people who are thinking about starting their business. It's a big undertaking, and I am not one to be like, this is going to happen overnight. You're going to make $1 million. You're going to make $10,000 in 2 days. It doesn't work like that. Do some people have a wild amount of success pretty quickly? Absolutely. But that's really not the case for most people. So that's why it's really important to have a solid foundation and understanding of what it's going to entail, and think about this as something that you're going to be doing for the long haul. So when you're building your business, I really teach women how to build a sustainable business, and not a get rich quick type of thing, but a business that's going to support them through major life events, through adding members to their family, through the going back to school days when life is crazy, through holidays, all of the in-betweens. So like I said, I really want to teach people how to build a sustainable business, have reliable income so they can make it work for them. And as I continued to grow my business over the years, how I got started was obviously through investing. I invested, it was about $597 in a course that taught me how to essentially set up and start my freelance business. And I will forever be grateful for that course because it taught me those foundations, and I didn't have to reinvent the wheel or learn through trial and error. I was able to learn from somebody who had already literally walked in my shoes. She was a teacher and she started her freelance business, and then she started teaching other women and moms how to start their business as well. So I have linked that course. It is an affiliate link in this episode because she still sells that course and she is an amazing teacher. So if you want to check out that freelance course I took, I highly recommend it. And that really just taught me more generalized freelancing, like you can become a virtual assistant, a copywriter, a web designer, a Pinterest manager, a podcast manager. And because I had those foundations, I was able to explore some of those services, and then I ultimately pivoted to Pinterest management. However, once I started offering or wanting to offer Pinterest management as a service, I realized, oh, I actually kind of need some additional skills training. So I did learn a lot through doing, but then I started investing in other courses. I took an organic Pinterest management course, I took a Pinterest ads course, and ultimately, I would say it was 2 years into my business, or maybe a year and a half, I invested in business coaching. And that was a big investment for me. It was $1,000 a month for 6 months. And that, I mean, even to this day, I would say, $1,000 is a lot to invest. However, it was crazy how much having that personal coaching really helped move the needle for me in my business. And I will say something that I did have from the very beginning was a place where I could go and ask questions and get support. So that very first freelance course I had, or I took, I should say, it did have a Facebook group, and I didn't necessarily get personalized coaching from the course creator, but I did get feedback from other women who were freelancing and doing the same thing that I wanted to do. And so that made a huge difference to have support from other people and almost use it as a sounding board. But as I started to continue to grow and evolve, that's when I realized I don't always know the next right move to make. And like I said, it's not always about making a right or a wrong decision. It's about making a decision so you can move on and learn from that and course correct if that's not getting you closer to where you want to go ultimately. And that business coaching made all the difference to my business and growing it. I went from kind of hovering around $3,000 to $5,000 months to hitting my first $10K month. And I really felt like to have somebody help strategize, and also the accountability piece where we would talk weekly. And then I actually had a weekly call where it was just 1 hour and we would kind of create homework. And that homework, it was basically reverse engineered. So I had a goal and we decided like, what steps do I need to take to get to that goal? So that accountability, the coaching, it made a huge difference. And so ultimately, investing in myself and investing in my business is truly what has helped me scale. That's also a theme I'm seeing with women who are coming to me wanting to learn about Pinterest management. They've maybe taken a course or something where they felt like they learned the skills. They might even still maybe feel a little bit iffy on their skills, but they were missing that personalized coaching. They needed somebody to walk alongside them, sit on the same side as the table as them, be their cheerleader, be their coach, and really encourage them when the going gets tough. And it does get tough, and the thing that I always share with people is you have to think about it. For me, it was hard to work 50 to 55 hours a week. It was hard to make less than $2,000 a month as a teacher. And after taxes and insurance, it came out to about $11.40. Not that I was counting or anything. That was hard. It also has been hard to run my business, but I work now 15 to 20 hours a week. I have increased my income exponentially, and I'm also there for my girls. Is it still hard? Absolutely, but it's worth it. So you have to choose your heart and decide what's worth it. So when you're thinking about starting your business, I really highly encourage you to think about options where you will have some type of support, or maybe if you've already taken a course, looking into coaching and somebody who has already done what you want to do. Not just some random, coach out there in the sphere, not saying that there aren't tons of amazing coaches, but somebody who has actually done what you want to do. So I would love for you to let me know in the comments what questions you have about starting your business, working from home as a Pinterest manager, and I would love to support you in that. Also, I would also love to create episodes that are going to serve you. So let me know what questions you have. And if you are interested in becoming a Pinterest manager, I have a few different free resources. One of them being a free live training where I will come and I will show up live and teach you what it means to become a Pinterest manager and really what that looks like as you start your business, start finding clients, and what those steps look like. And there's ultimately an opportunity where if you want to enroll in my Pinterest Manager Academy, you can do that if you decide that's going to be a good fit for you. Like I said, let me know in the comments what questions you have, and I can't wait to see you soon in next week's episode. Bye for now.